You need to start just playing that clip on a soundboard whenever you start the stream.
I could. Isn't that what everybody else does? So, can you tell if we're live now? You might need to refresh it. Yeah, it looks like it.
You need to start just playing that clip.
Whoops.
I always have slight technical difficulties at the start of the stream, but I've noticed other people do too. Anyways, right now, rather than drawing, we're going ahead and just going to read the synopsis or the summary of Starfire's daughter and I Am Not Starfire, and then we will discuss it in a group setting. We can even just, if you want to interject while I'm reading the summary, that's cool too.
Well, I was planning on that with or without your permission.
Oh, yeah, you're just going to be an asshole and interrupt me, weren't you? That's fine. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves, or do you think we're good? There's just some anonymous people with me.
I am Yao, king of the rock, and there ain't nothing you girls can do about it.
No, that's Kaizen. He's my side piece.
No, I'm a front piece, thank you.
At least you're not a back piece. And then we have Toddy with us.
Yes, in my eternal fleshy prison.
Alright, so the summary. 17-year-old Mandy is not her mother's daughter. Is not her mother. Daughter of Starfire. I've actually got severe dyslexia. That's one of the reasons why you don't normally see me read things live. Daughter of Starfire and a high school dropout. Okay, I'm gonna start again. I think the problem is there's also terrible smudges on my glasses.
And a high school ass cat.
I just cleaned my glasses. You want me to read it?
Okay, I'm gonna read it again just because, like I said, look at my glasses.
Why did you clean those off?
I didn't think about it.
It's like you dug them up from like a fossil site or something.
Okay, 17-year-old Mandy. Is her name Coriander?
Coriandra.
Who the hell is her dad? I do not recognize that as any superhero names.
I don't approve of anyone outside of Robin, thank you.
Hey, Toddy, do you know any superhero with that last name?
No, that sounds way too Eastern European for a superhero.
Yeah, why is Robin her dad? That's my first complaint.
Probably a straight white man.
Yeah.
Probably why.
Yeah, it should be fucking Nightwing.
Yeah, well, who doesn't want to fuck Nightwing? Let's all be honest.
Oh yeah, I'd go gay for him.
Yeah. Is not her mother. Daughter of Starfire is a high school outcast. Mandy is constantly trying to get out from under the shadow of her bright and bubbly, scantily clad and famous mother. So, dyeing her orange hair black, that's one thing first thing I have issues is that she needs to dye her hair black because the writer do no reading because, Starfire's sister already has black hair, so her having black hair naturally really wouldn't be impossible.
Yeah, I think it's more of a thematic thing, help her, make the separation from her mother more of an active thing.
They just wanted to set in the idea that she is like her mom and she doesn't want to be. Could just be that.
Oh, yeah. It's just something I thought was odd.
No, the pale skin, yeah, that makes no fucking sense.
What's that?
No, the pale skin, yeah, that makes no fucking sense.
Well, if Robin was
she's
her
definitely,
dad...
she should at least be slightly orange.
You're right. I was just thinking maybe if Robin was her dad, she'd have his skin tone, because he's pretty pale.
Maybe, but he was still kind of tan.
Oh, yeah.
And Robin was more the brooding type.
Yeah, you
So,
see,
the
her
guy-
personality would
Yeah,
would work if Robin was actually her dad.
Yeah.
And they could just brood in a cave together. It'll be good. Okay. Dyeing her bright orange hair black and sticking close to her best friend Lincoln, Mandy spends her days at school avoiding the Teen Titans superfans and trying to hide her feeling for the gorgeous, popular, perfect Claire. And while Mandy usually avoids spending too much time with her alien mother, is that racism?
Yes.
Or speciesism?
If she has, documentation about being a citizen in the U.S., then technically no.
She's been particularly quiet about keeping one major secret from her. Mandy walked out of her SAT. Okay, would Starfire care?
I'm not really sure.
Okay, Starfire is she's a Tamaranian, and they're really, really, really free-spirited. If we're going by pre-Teen Titans Starfire, she used to just randomly kiss the guys because she loved how they'd overreact about it. Because she thinks that humans are way too uptight and silly. And Tamaranians have really long lifespans, so her being I don't want to go to college right now, I don't really see Starfire having an issue with that.
You can wait a
that's
couple hundred
pretty
years
fair.
before you can get that degree.
What's that? But yeah, if Starfire believes that humans are too uptight anyways, I don't necessarily see why she would care that much that her daughter's making very, out there decisions, or even not that far out there. I want to wait a few years before college. She's like, okay, do you want to travel the stars or do something fun? No, I want to brood
Yes,
on her.
Starfire would be just the total hippie parent.
Yeah.
Now, if she was trying to hide that from, Nightwing, that I could understand, since being raised by Batman, he's going to be uptight.
Yeah, the story would make a lot of sense if Robin was her father. I could see him getting upset with her over this. Maybe Starfire would be pretend to be upset, oh yes, this is upsetting.
Oh, this is when I say, go to your room. Did I do it right?
Yes. Does this writer even know anything about Starfire? I don't know.
Oh, obviously not.
Nah. While Mandy continues to tell Lincoln of her plans to move for France to escape the family spotlight and not go to college. You see, why doesn't she want to do something fun go to her mother's home planet? Or she's freaking Starfire.
I'll go to fucking France, in a world where
not
teleportation
going to college.
exists.
Why not just simply say, I don't want to go to college, I'd rather do this fun thing. I'm going to move to France for this fun thing, not to not go to college. Seems a little weird.
She secretly hides a fear of not knowing her identity outside of just being the daughter of a superhero and who she will become. And when she is partnered with Claire to work on a school project, their friendship develops into something more, and a self-confidence unknown to Mandy begins to bloom. Claire seems to like Mandy for being Mandy, not the daughter of Starfire.
I thought you were going to say confidence not never known to mankind.
Yes, she has.
Rather than Mandy.
That's her superpower, just way too much
Way
confidence.
too much confidence is her superpower.
But when someone from Starfire's past comes to disrupt Mandy's future, Mandy must finally make a choice. Give up the battle before it has even begun, or step into the unknown and risk everything. I Am Not Starfire is a story about a mother-daughter relationship, embracing who you come from while finding your own identity and learning to be unafraid of failing, and even if it was even failing in the first place. Okay, so one thing I will have to say that I do like is I like the premise if it wasn't Starfire as her mother. Like I said, I would actually like the premise if Robin was her father and that was their point of tension, because the idea of a superhero or the daughter of a famous superhero or the child in general not looking like their parents, not acting like their parents, and maybe not being nearly as powerful as their parents, so trying to escape the shadow of their parents does actually seem like an interesting point of tension. One of the problems I have, though, is Starfire is not really a mother that would really hold you up to that sort of expectation.
Yeah. I can't, from what I can tell, I haven't been told whether it's going to go this way or not, but I hope it's not going the direction of I just need to more believe in myself and solidify who it is I am at the core, and everyone else needs to accept me for who I am, because we had Captain Marvel like that, and we had the new Mulan movie like that, and it was just an absolute mess because of it, and I can see that type of ideology being buckled down on because of, where entertainment is right now. It's all about representation.
What do you guys think of the theory that this is the secret love child of Starfire and the Penguin?
I'm all for it.
Penguin.
Yes!
Okay, so I looked up Coriander, and that is Starfire's Tamaranian name.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense because she's like yellow and orangey.
I thought I recognized it.
Yeah, so she just has her mother's last name.
Her mother's
Wing,
first name. I'm not sure Tamaranians have last names.
If Robin was her father, then she could have the last name of Wing, Nightwing. His first name's Night.
I'm going to mark my way up to Alaska and kick your ass.
Yeah, I should have known that. I just didn't. I know a little bit about Starfire pre-Teen Titans, but not that much, because I've never seen Teen Titans Go, but I've watched every episode of the original Teen Titans TV series, so that's my main understanding of it. My other understandings of Starfire is just from a lot of comic review channels I watch.
I'm just thinking, who are we to say what Starfire would do if we don't even remember her last name?
I know!
I know they said that in the show a couple of times. I thought it sounded familiar.
We just instantly decredited ourselves.
Yeah, I know. We're just like, aha, we're experts. No, we're not. But still, we know enough about her to know she wouldn't really care because, okay, she works with Raven, and she's like the broody goth girl. She's the broodiest, gothiest girl there is in superhero land.
Yeah.
So, I think she would just simply treat her brooding daughter the same way she does, her teammate.
Oh, you silly human thing and your human behaviors. Oh, you.
I mean, we've not read the comic. Maybe her pale skin is that she paints herself. She dyes her hair.
Okay, if that's the reason why, then they definitely get points for it.
That she paints herself like one of those edgy goth girls.
Yeah, just full grease paint.
Okay, a question though that I have, which is interesting, is she is fully covered from neck to, she's covered almost as much as the Muslim girl. She's got her hair's exposed, but she's basically covered from neck to toe, just in tighter clothes. With her ancestry, wouldn't that mean that she's exhausted all the time?
Oh yeah, because Tamaranians they're slightly solar powered.
Yeah, they need the sun in order to, that's why Starfire's so,
It's the explanation to put Starfire in a bikini.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, I am cool with this, that's fine. But you would think that that she'd also need sunshine because she's half her mother's, she's half her mother, so.
If the man was smart enough to have her scarfing down vitamin D pills every half hour, she'd get a pass. But I don't think that's gonna happen.
Can her kind even get fat? Have you seen the way Starfire eats?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another. It could be the human genetics in there.
Could be.
If she's half human, we don't know what she is.
She's not actually fat. She's suffering from some sort of intestinal bloating from cramped
From not eating enough.
No,
Her lack of eating is what's making her
no,
bigger.
I mean, like, you know how when you crossbreed a lion with a tiger and you get a liger, they have, like, some weird genetic problems, like they're more prone to obesity and they're just gigantic, or with the fancy... I think she's like a fancy goldfish, because you notice how much shorter she is than Starfire, and they have that round body shape because their organs are smished. So maybe she has, like, Tamaranian, like, organs in a very short, dumpy human body, so that's just all her organs. She's not fat. She's like a hippo. Because hippos are actually...
So then she can't actually blame her genetics.
Yeah, like hippos and elephants are actually not fat. That's just all intestines that make them so bulky.
She'd be the only one in the world that could blame her genetics for her weight.
Yeah, like, that would be hilarious if they cover that. She's not fat. Those are just, like, her organs being squished.
Her superpowers are what's keeping her alive, otherwise she would just die.
Oh my goodness.
From the constriction.
That's my theory. She's not fat. Her organs are squished.
One thing I'm really...
I'm not fat, I'm big organed.
I hope they don't butcher Starfire in all this.
Oh, they will.
If they're not...
Oh, they definitely will.
If it doesn't look like they're actually taking Tamaranian culture into this whole thing, who knows what they're going to do with Starfire herself? I mean, look at the live-action, Teen Titans outfit.
I refuse to.
And didn't they make her black, not orange?
I don't think that matters, but...
They did.
Oh, wait. No.
And yes, Tamaranian should be orange.
Her hair was like, Cheeto.
It was purple or something.
Well, like, even if they chose a black actress, I wouldn't mind. They should just still make her orange, though.
Yeah, just make her orange. I don't care the ethnicity of the actress. Body paint, motherfucker.
I know. Starfire's not Superman, who was actually white. She's orange, which can be portrayed by anyone who has enough, body paint.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you really want to get an actress, from an ethnicity that looks slightly orange, Puerto Ricans.
Damn it, they do not represent orange people. They have something against it.
They don't represent Cheeto people.
Yes. But yeah, she should be slightly orange or kind of yellowy. That is weird that she's so pale. And if she does do, like, face paint, wouldn't she just be exhausted all the freaking time?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird. I do wonder if the author has done any research. Sure, we should have done a little more research, because we didn't even freaking know her last name.
But from what it sounds like, we already know more than she does.
Yeah.
Who on earth would make Robin and her not a thing? I mean, Trouble in Tokyo happened, and that was like a big thing for their relationship.
Well, then again, it doesn't look like we know who her dad is, because it has, Starfire's name, so...
It could be Nightwing.
She could have just...
And it should be.
By budding.
But then it would look exactly like her. This was a failed bud.
This was a failed asexual reproducing.
Something went wrong. The organs got squished.
Mm-hmm. There was too much feminism in her diet.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, why don't you bring a picture of the author and compare that to the main character?
Oh yeah, didn't you also point out that her previous comic character was another goth girl?
Yeah, another goth girl who was an outcast at school and something with popular kids.
Yeah, didn't you say...
Basically the exact same plot.
It's not writing. I think you want to look for...
I actually...
Who would the writer be?
Oh, there it is. I just want to easily... I don't like trying to, like...
That's the, that's the author writer.
Okay, so one of the things is I actually kind of can't see right now because I took my glasses off, which...
Do it. Let me do it. I can do it.
You. But no, I really did. I, took my glasses off because it was easier to focus to read that way because my glasses really need...
difficult standing.
Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
that's her.
Yeah, people are gonna think I fail at
Wait,
things, though.
she's doing the exact same lip thing as the character in the cover.
Yeah, this is a really big self-insert, isn't it? Like, I could totally be Starfire's daughter. Look at me.
This is this is what happens when we hire for not story quality or skill to the job, but for filling in a number. We just have to have as many female writers as male writers, so we're gonna start bringing in ones that I'm not saying she doesn't have skill, but it's like, if this sucks, then this is just adding to the whole thing of just filling in a number. You need a certain number of female writers.
Well, you said
Yeah,
Skim
I mean, I
was the
haven't
one.
read Skim. Apparently it won awards, but that means nothing to me.
Skim, I should look it up. Comic.
That's the synopsis I posted yesterday and once again.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the comics, seeing how it
Yeah,
looks.
that top one.
I mean, the art looks very different, but remember, she hired an artist.
Yeah, she just does the writing. Another person does the art.
Wasn't this one also about like a goth girl?
Yeah, I'm a not thin goth girl, was the synopsis you sent me.
I'm a not Starfire goth girl now.
I'm a not Starfire goth girl. Oh, wow.
Like, maybe we're just reading it wrong. Maybe it will turn out that this, for all we know, this might be a good story.
I mean, if it's great, how fucking but if it's not, and it's horrible, well, we're not going to be surprised.
Although, I have to say, for Skim, the summary sounds really mean, actually. Skim is a not slim 16-year-old Japanese Canadian who is a student in an all-girls Catholic school. She is known as a goth and practices Wicca. Then a popular girl, Katie Matthews, gets dumped by her athletic boyfriend, who days later kills himself. The entire school goes into mourning overdrive. That's just a really insensitive way to write that.
Yeah, mourning overdrive sounds like you're overreacting to someone's death. How can you tell someone you're hurt too much by someone dying? Oh, you're just going into overdrive now. You're going past.
Oh, I'm sorry, your boyfriend dead? Well, suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah, like...
You got midterms.
Suck it
Don't be a
up,
bitch.
Anakin killed his own wife. You have nothing. You have nothing to be sad about.
I mean, you can definitely underreact to a student death. See, when I was in high school, some chick hung herself in the bathroom, and the school made like one announcement 2 days later. I never touched it again.
Yeah, something like that happened in my school, but, like, the school didn't make a big deal out of it. I don't even think they made an announcement, but everyone was, actually that kind of pissed me off, because everyone was claiming they knew him or hung out with him, when I know they didn't, and I know he was kind of a jerk, which I know sounds terrible, but I still felt really bad, and everyone's like, I'm so devastated, he was like my bestie. I'm like, no, he wasn't. Quit trying to get attention.
He put porridge in your hair last week.
Oh, no, he wasn't that bad.
He wasn't like that.
No, he was just, if he was depressed enough to commit suicide, I'm thinking that's why he did kind of seem like a bit of a jerk. But it wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like, I felt terrible for him, because I'm like, oh, I feel even worse that I didn't like the guy now. Now I feel horrible. But, a lot of people are using that to get sympathy.
Pulling the sympathy card.
But yeah, I would still say in that case, I wouldn't say everyone went into mourning overdrive. My issue with that was everyone was trying to use it for their own personal gain, which is completely different. But she does.
Yeah, I mean, how do you overreact to, somebody killing themselves? That is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is, even if you, like, stop eating for a week and you're just shocked by it, that's still not overreacting, because that's how some people react.
You know what Morning Overdrive reminds me of? Those trailers where they're all like, but then so-and-so went and killed himself, and then the school went into Morning Overdrive. Wow! That's what
Your
it
honestly,
sounds
it makes Scam seem kind of like a bitch in this scenario.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, look at all these people, they're sad because a popular guy, I mean, he probably had a lot of friends, killed himself. Man, what a bunch of weak-ass cunts.
heartless.
I mean, but that means this girl I have a crush on is now single. Yay for me!
Single
Yeah.
and emotionally vulnerable.
Oh wow,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
a terrible person. Why do people let terrible people write comics? I don't get it.
I don't know.
I don't know, the language is written, I know it's written for youth, like a youth novel type.
It's definitely written for, the early to mid-teen girls.
I don't know, like when I was an early to mid-teen girl, I would have read that and thought that was kind of insensitive.
Are teen girls really that mean?
Well,
Yes.
some of them are.
Some of them.
Most of the goth girls I've met, okay, they're either really nice or really horrible. Yeah, I don't get what her, who her writing is for. I know that, let me look up the whole,
Maybe it's more like the Diver Won't Be Kid series, where it was meant to just be a light self-insert, but if you actually relate to the characters, you're probably an asshole.
Yeah, I know. Even if you've even seen the movie, he was even an ass.
Which movie?
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Oh, yeah, I never actually read that or saw the movie.
You should at least read the first one, because the character is stagnant throughout it.
The girl who likes to pick on him legitimately had feelings for him back in, like, the younger grades, and he made a rhyme calling her a fatty in front of the whole class. And he doesn't show any kind of, oh, I'm sorry for doing that. It's just now she's kind of mean to him, and he's all like, I don't know what the deal was. Maddie is a fatty, something along those lines.
Oh my goodness, that's horrible.
I know.
Okay, so one of the more embarrassing things I did was there was this guy I kind of liked, and he, like, got his leg crushed, and, okay, so in context, me and him used to say how we'd like to kill each other. He'd be like, well, I'd like to see you, like, crushed with a car, or something like that. Not specifically, because that's a little bit too...
So you crushed him with a car.
But no, I told him... Well,
Yes, that makes perfect sense.
I told him, I'd like to see you decapitated. And, it was just kind of, like, banter because we were in 5th grade and we were stupid, But when he got his leg hurt, I didn't know what else to say, because I wanted to be like, hey, I feel bad, but I want to let you know that everything's still cool. Like, I still like you and things, so I didn't know what to say because everyone I thought was just treating him like an invalid. So I walked up to him and said, I'd still like to decapitate you. And he, like, thought I hated him forever. He's like, that's the girl who said that she'd like to decapitate me. And I'm like,
do you not remember?
No, it's like you forgot.
The fun times.
Yes, you don't remember the fun times when we both said we'd like to kill each other.
Who on earth would hear, I would like to decapitate you, and not think they were joking?
He did just get run over by a car. There is that.
He was just run over by the car.
Jokes being thrown around
You
in
saw
my-
him get run over and you ran up to him and said, I'd like to see you decapitated.
Yes! No, I own the fact that was entirely my fault. But I was a 5th grader. I didn't know how else to handle it.
Even when I had a ruptured appendix, I would still love jokes like that.
Like, don't worry. I'd still like to see you decapitated. Oh god, what's wrong with me?
I thought you were gonna make a joke like, what happened? Did your mom sit on your lap or something?
Oh. I should. That would have been funny.
Oh, that would have been fucking hilarious. But the wheel of time moves ever forward.
Oh my goodness. So, I want to read somebody's sort of like fanfare review on this by the Mary Sue, because obviously we've already read the summary. So this is what somebody says basically as some nice fanfare. Oh yeah, darn kids who like to rebel against your sunshine parents and crush on a cute girl. Such is the case with upcoming graphic novel, I Am Not Starfire by New York Times best-selling author... How do you pronounce her name?
Mariko Tamaki, I don't know.
Mariko Tamaki. Laura Dean keeps breaking up with me. Harley Quinn and...
Harley Quinn breaking glass.
Oh, okay, specifically that Harley Quinn.
Yeah, there's a fucking colon there.
Shut up! You have no idea how much I'm squinting right now. I really should have just cleaned my glasses, but, I can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. And artist Yoshi... You're better at pronouncing Japanese names.
I can only guess it's Yoshitani. Maybe.
Yeah.
I might be butchering that.
Yeah.
Beneath the Moon, Zatanna, and the House of Secrets.
Whose art portfolio is way too gorgeous to try and sum up in one post. Way too gorgeous? I can draw better than that.
She definitely got the lip correct from the writer.
Oh yeah. Is it a she? Name Yoshi could go either way.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
The artist?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. I don't know. But, I don't know. I've seen a lot better art. I wouldn't call that gorgeous, but maybe they're just trying to go for more of a cartoony look. I don't know.
At least Starfire looks like she's from I guess that all-female, superhero cartoon thing that the creator of, or the modern creator of My Little Pony did.
Well, I will give them credit that Starfire's hair is really pretty.
Yeah. I'd say that fits along with her character.
Yeah, her hair's pretty. So here's the official thing. So, since I already read that, I'm going to go ahead and keep reading this person's basically love affair of the summary. This is my jam. I'm immediately falling in love with this chubby goth look. I'm on record saying that I grew up wanting to embrace that goth aesthetic, but had zero options as a plus-size teen in the 90s. So yeah, this girl speaks to my missed opportunities from back in the day. What about the chubby goth girl from Daria?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was there before. And also, not having opportunities in the 90s, come on. You couldn't avoid that shit in the 90s.
Right?
Especially when you start getting to the later 90s.
No, like, a good chunk of the goths you see, like, they were either super chubby or they were like, this person hasn't
Yeah, super chubby or super thin. There wasn't an in-between for some reason.
No, you were either if you were goth, like, go to all-you-can-eat buffets every day for the rest of your life, or never eat again. Those are your two options.
I get all my sustenance at Hot Topic.
What's also goth's, like, obsession with Denny's? Have you ever hung out with goth kids? They always want to go to Denny's.
What? They make good pancakes.
They do make good pancakes.
They do good pancakes.
And I was making fun of that, because remember, out of all the chain restaurants, I always go to Denny's.
Yes.
So honestly, that just makes, the goth IHOP meme make even less sense.
It's an IHOP. No, goths don't go to IHOP. They go to Denny's.
Exactly, which is why the goth IHOP meme made no sense.
Yeah.
Goth hop.
Goth hop. Let's do like a 50s style goth hop.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I'd go with that.
Okay, and since I'm transparent as to disaster by, I'm all for this LGBTQ plus angle. Like more YA? Is it YA or yay? Yeah. More yeah with this.
I think it means young adult.
Okay.
That
Okay, what the
can
hell
make
is wrong
sense.
with me?
I mean, you want me to go down the list, or was that rhetorical?
Take it how you will.
I could go down a list.
I'm sure you could.
For one, you don't like No Country for Old Men.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it. I never said I liked or disliked it.
You said you'd probably dislike it because of the villain.
No,
Yes, I
Okay, don't make my whole fan base hate me. I just don't watch many movies. I told you I just wasn't interested in seeing it. That doesn't mean I hate it.
If they're gonna hate you now, something would come out later that would make them hate you then.
I mean, it's better to get canceled, when you're still in the early stages.
Yeah.
Okay, continue. Sorry.
Okay. Also something about a kid trying their damnedest not only to differentiate themselves from their parents, but from the stardom that their parents bring, speaks to me. I'm one of those people who wonders about the hero families from the perspective of the person who's exhausted of it. Not because of the battles, but because things like Teen Titan superfans, especially since Mandy is the child of Starfire, not a Teen Titan herself. Oh, okay, I will actually give that credit that I think that is an interesting premise. Yeah.
Alright, that is an interesting idea. That's why it's going to fucking suck if they ruin it.
Yeah, I'm not going to be one of those who just doesn't give credit where credit is due, because I notice some people, if it seems SJW at all, they'll hate on it for every reason. Even if it wasn't SJW, they'd praise the same thing. You know, I do kind of hate that.
Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, you can separate different parts.
Pretty sure
And then steal it for your own shit, and not bog it down with a bunch of bullshit.
Mandy has to deal with her mother's popularity, which has nothing to do with her, but would absolutely interfere with her day. That makes it sound like it's more than when my mom smiles, dandelions bloom kind of tension. But to me, that does sound like that type of tension because, Starfire, when she smiles, dandelions do bloom.
Mm-hmm. She's just very upbeat.
Okay, I have something really in common with Starfire that makes me relate to her like no other. I too drink mustard from a bottle.
You weirdo.
Dude, that stuff's delicious.
Okay, wait. What type of mustard?
The good kind, duh.
Just normal yellow mustard.
I mean, I can kind of understand that it is really sweet.
Actually it isn't. A lot of people think, so you know that fancy mustards usually have more preservatives in them than regular yellow mustard? That stuff is just mustard seed, turmeric, and vinegar. And a little salt.
Yeah. I mean, compared to the spicy mustard I get, that's sweeter.
Well, yeah. But it is just...
that's spicy mustard.
You should ask Kaizen. I put turmeric in everything. I am like addicted.
Yeah, she puts it in my shirt, too.
Oh, he was helping me cook, and one of his favorite shirts got stained with turmeric.
Well, that's your own fault for wearing one of your favorite shirts while cooking. And not wearing an apron.
Yeah.
It got on my shoulder somehow, and I don't think an apron would have helped.
Yeah, it's just because you were rolling in my turmeric.
Mm-hmm, that.
But no, I drink
awesome.
mustard out of the bottle. I have turmeric tea.
I can do ketchup out of the bottle.
Ew, that's like sugar. But
Yeah!
Turmeric angels.
Okay, I'm just saying that Starfire speaks to me more than any other superhero because she also drinks mustard out of the bottle.
And you have a hard time with English words.
Yes! Hey, English wasn't my first language, but I can't speak Spanish either because I forgot it.
Just like Starfire, Tamaranian is also her first language.
I was gonna say I thought you were gonna say Spanish was also her first language.
Nah.
Okay. Mandy's goth look seems to serve multiple purposes. Combating that bright orange hair she was born with in order to distance herself from her mother, distancing herself from the fandom her mother generates, and, well, maybe she just likes it. Why is this person writing so many paragraphs based on such a small, summary?
Paid by the syllable. Also, if Mandy doesn't actually listen to any of the goth music, I will call her a poser.
The only goth music I listen to is The Cure.
I mean, at least you listen to some. It's more than others.
Well, The Cure makes good music. Who wouldn't want to listen to them?
Yeah, who doesn't listen to The Cure? I'm curious to see how Starfire deals with this. I could just see her being like, "You need to make more friends. Yay!"
Stop talking to me, Mom. My mom abuses me. Would you like some sandwiches? Go away, Mom! You see what I have to deal with?
You know what? I bet Mandy vlogs.
There's no word on who Mandy's father is or if he'll even come up. If it's Robin, for example, it would create an interesting dynamic since Robin is moodier than Starfire. So they do agree with us. Robin would be interesting. Let's hope it's Robin.
You are the father!
I mean, they could piss off two groups at once and make a Beast Boy.
What? Well, would one of those groups be PETA or something? For, like, having a
The people that, won the
relationship with an animal?
Oh, it was Beast Boy while he was transformed as an Arctic seal. That explains everything.
Yep, that explains the shape.
Yes.
That explains the color, too.
Yes, that explains the shape and color. That's why I said that.
It explains everything.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
It all makes sense now. The third eye is opening.
Starfire's like, "Hey, turn into a seal and let's do that thing. I don't know why you're into that, but let's give it a go."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if he can turn into animals, can't he also just turn into the hottest looking man, but, still green?
Because humans are animals.
Yeah. Humans are also animals. I mean...
Yeah. You've questioned that.
Yeah, his shapeshifting has never really made sense.
It's like, if he can turn into animals, couldn't he also turn into,
but he
like, an
doesn't
amorphous creature?
He doesn't really adjust... Okay, maybe he does turn into an animal per se, because, he doesn't really determine how he looks in the various animal forms he does. So maybe he only has a specific look per animal.
But if he has that much control over all the cells in his body, he could easily decide how he looks. As well as, what their composition would be, or what their structure would be on the inside.
What if it's more of like an instinctual transformation rather than it being more conscious?
It didn't seem instinctual when he saw an alien, or when they were on an alien planet. He's like, I guess if it exists, I can turn into it. Then he turns into it. That seemed more voluntary.
I'm just saying the exact form and look of the animal. Maybe he's only got one look per creature.
I don't know. If he gets it strong enough in his mind that hot man over there is a separate creature of its own, he could probably turn into it then. Or him, not it. That hot man over there is not actually a man. Yeah. Okay, let's continue.
Okay. I'm expecting no matter who the father is, Starfire is going to be making the calls to Raven for advice. I bet Mandy loves Auntie Raven. Maybe they meditate together or go shopping. Yeah, definitely go shopping. But didn't it say that, Mandy wants nothing to do with the Teen Titans?
Yeah, it did.
Ooh, Plot holes thicken.
Well, this is somebody's review of what they're hoping happens.
Oh, what? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is their hope.
Their hopes, their dreams, their aspirations to get paid for every word.
You know what I want? I want Beast Boy to finally announce his love for Cyborg. Like, seriously.
You know what? I'd be down for that.
I'm pretty sure you can find plenty of that stuff.
Booyah!
Oh my goodness. You know,
I can send you some of my favorite Wattpads later.
you know who I wouldn't have minded being shipped together just because they got along really nicely? I would have liked to have seen Raven and Cyborg. They just kind of like, he's always really good at cheering her up and things.
Yeah, I mean, they're both relatively chill, and I see them... I can also see those two better than Raven and Beast Boy.
Yeah, I don't like Raven and Beast Boy. They're a weird combination to me. But
It's
I
the
can see
whole
Cyborg.
opposites attract things, which is bullshit.
To some extent, it's not bad, but they say you still need a lot of you can be opposites on certain things and make the person and just think the person's intriguing and just agree to always disagree on those things, but you still have to have enough commonality in other areas. You know, it's kind of like you could have the brooding goth girl and then the like bubbly happy dude, but both of you like to crochet, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, is that one of your plot ideas for one of your comics?
Huh? Oh, the only reason I bring up crocheting all the time is my grandpa crocheted a lot. That was his thing, and he always seemed very stern and manly. So I just thought that was fun.
And crocheting is fun. Oh, so is cross stitch. I need to get back into that.
Oh yeah, he cross-stitched, crocheted, and latch-hooked. But yeah, I'm interested in seeing a superhero, especially one normally positive, being perplexed with parenthood. That's not to say I don't want any action. I'm fairly certain that someone from Starfire's past is going to need a boss battle. I'm just intrigued with the extraordinary people struggling to come with terms with issues that us regular folks deal with every day. You know, they spelled folks correctly. They should have put an X there. I'm like really disappointed because this is the Mary Sue and they didn't spell folks with an X.
Why would they spell folks with an X?
Oh, you need to get with it.
You know, to subvert having any action, Starfire could have been divorced from Nightwing, and that's the person from the past coming back. So this is going to cause familial drama.
Mr. Wing is coming back into their lives.
Or Penguin.
Or Penguin. Yep.
Yes, or Penguin.
Your last name was Cobblepot.
You know, he wanted a man to have the last name. Starfire not giving her the last name is one of the reasons that led to the divorce.
Oh my goodness, that would be hilarious.
It was Penguin. That's actually her father. That would be
Okay, if they
funny.
gave me credit to do this, they're like, hey, I want a chubby goth girl, but make it like Starfire's kid. I'm like, Penguin's the dad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Make it go dark and say that he drugged her. That's how it happened.
Mm.
No, he's too much of a gentleman for that, isn't he?
He might.
Yeah, he probably would be. Because aside from the whole, you know, psychotic supervillain thing, he's not too bad of a dude.
No, there was like that episode of Batman where he like made a lady friend and he thought that she legitimately liked him for him, but she ended up to just be fucking with his feelings because she thought it was funny. So he like
Aww.
he even like defended her in a sword duel and things like that.
Oh, now that's just sad.
Yeah,
Poor Penguin.
I know. Like he is kind of. You know what? Okay, so
So the way to make sure the Penguin never causes any problems again is to just give him some pussy.
yeah, like when there was a girl interested in him, he like completely changed his ways.
Mm-hmm. It's like that South Park
The
episode
penguin,
where they
the
hire
first incel.
the dog whisperer for Cartman. He just goes right back to, being horrible once he leaves.
But no, even Batman felt bad for him. He's like, oh wow, Penguin really has changed his ways. But then he found out that chick was just effing with him, and he's like, oh. Like, you could tell everyone just felt bad for him.
Yeah, that's mean. Why are women so horrible?
I know, why are women so horrible? This is why I always tell people that, despite the fact I'm bi, I would never want a girlfriend. Girls are only for fucking around with. Like, I would never want a girlfriend.
Okay, but what about tomboys?
I don't know.
Or traps, because, there is the eternal debate.
Are traps gay?
The other one, which is better, a trap or a tomboy?
I don't know. I have negative experiences with tomboys because when I was a little girl, I refused to wear pants in school. I would only wear dresses. Only, that was my thing. I'm like, nope. Even in gym class, I got. Have you ever seen those things that are like shorts but also a skirt?
Yes, they're weird.
I wore those in gym class.
You're weird.
Yeah, I just pants are not my thing, and you have no idea how much the tomboys hated me. So I've got negative experiences with tomboys.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, you finally turned your mic back on.
Yes, my name's Skull. I am the lead singer for Morning Overdrive.
We have
Hello.
a musician. Let's pretend that band is super, super popular so we can all treat him like a celebrity now.
Wait, is
Yes.
Morning Overdrive really
Is it popular?
No, is it a band?
Yes,
He's
I'm the singer for that band, and we're number one in the Chechen underground goth scene.
Nice. Wait, he said he's a lead singer. Why would he not be... what would you lead sing other than a band?
No, I was... Wait.
I'm the lead singer for auction shows.
Okay, if auction shows were led by an opera singer, I'd watch them way more.
I am confused right now.
We're going to bid on a table that have a 40-minute guitar solo.
Alright, so what do you think of I'm Not Starfire?
I think the writer hates her mom.
Yeah. I'm guessing her mom's like one of those hippie chicks. And she's like, I hate hippie moms.
And, I don't know, I think she wanted to be goth, but she wasn't. I don't know why she just didn't go to Denny's.
Yeah, she should have just gone to Denny's.
Going to Denny's automatically makes you goth.
Seriously, you
No,
drink
you
black
have to
coffee
go to
and you
Denny's
smoke
and
cigarettes.
black lipstick. That's what makes you goth.
Yes, everyone had to wear black lipstick, even the men.
Yeah, you have to, also you have to be obnoxious to the staff and smudge your black lipstick everywhere, take your coffee cup and go, That's how you know you're true goth.
We didn't know to bite the napkin back then.
Yeah, we didn't. It kind of looked like our food was attacked by some sort of oil slick.
Oh, you don't order food, just smoke. For hours.
No, you order pancakes. And you eat pancakes all day. But then I hung out with the chubby goths, so that could be the reason.
See, I hung out with the skinny goths. We just smoked.
Now, I hung out with the chubby goths, and we ate frickin' pancakes. And milkshakes. And complained about being fat. And had no idea, because it's I don't eat that much. I'm gonna take another milkshake.
Give me another
milkshake. You split a pack between the both of you, who playing aggressive solitaire against each other. They're tipping the waitress $10 so that you don't get kicked out.
typically what I would do is I would go in there, although we were also really dirt poor, so we'd go in there and we'd get a stack of pancakes, split it between each other, and drink lots and lots and lots of coffee, and occasionally have milkshakes. Just like loiter in there, but say, oh, we'll take another coffee because you got free refills. You girls have been in here for like 3 hours. We're still drinking a coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the staff knew all the regulars.
Yeah.
I know someone who got mail there.
Yeah, you also need to, like, say that Hot Topic sucks and you only support local goth shops, but only go there, like, once every 6 months and buy a pair of earrings and say, yeah, I'm supporting the local company.
Oh no, we were too cool for Hot Topic. We all went to Spencer's.
No, you see, I went to Subterranea, which is like a local store that ended up having to close because Hot Topic was too much of competition.
I never had local stores, so I was always stuck with Hot Topic. But it was also back when Hot Topic wasn't just a worse Spencer's.
No, Hot Topic used to be cool.
They used to be cool.
You know, and they used to make really good clothes, because I actually still have some clothes from, like 1999 Hot Topic. Or, like,
Yeah, I remember they had those fucking paper flame jets outside and the fake wrought iron over the windows. That was just plastic.
Oh, I have a man skirt still. Do you remember those things?
Oh, what things?
They were called one-legged pants, but they were totally a skirt.
No, I don't think I do.
You bought them in the men's section, and they were like a sheet of solid pleather, and the things like weigh 15 pounds, and they got chains all over them. And they have a zipper in the back that you slightly unzip, so from the back it looks like you're wearing proper pants. But when you look in the front, you're like, oh no, that dude's wearing a skirt. You've seen
No,
my
trip
man
pants
skirts.
were the thing. That's what everyone wore, trip pants.
Oh, it was
Now I remember those things. Yeah, I always thought the people that wore those were pricks.
I wore my trip pants until I could not wear them anymore. Even when they started, like, shredding at the crotch, I actually just wore them with leggings. And, like, I wore them until they were, like, literally a seam, like a thong seam in the center, and, like, shredded down to the knees. And then people were like, you need to throw these away! What's wrong with you?
I paid for the whole pants. I'm going to use the whole pants.
I just wear them
I'm
with...
getting my money's worth out of this.
I'm like, I just wore them with leggings. I'm like, it's cool, you know? They're like, you can't keep wearing these. I think someone threw them away while I wasn't looking. Or I think it was a roommate very enthusiastically convinced me to throw them away while they got me tipsy. Otherwise, I might still have them.
They got you tipsy just for the sake of throwing those away.
Yes. They got me tipsy just so they could remove my pants.
Now that these are off, bye-bye!
Yes.
No fucking roofing your glass. Take it home. Throw away your pants.
Yes. Okay, they were really cool. They were like black and white, and they had like the instead of just going down and dragging like some sort of like savage, they actually had the like drawstrings, so they kind of reminded me of like the cool hippie pants, you know how they get all tight on the ankles, and they looked really cool, and they were super comfy. I still miss those pants. Like, I'm wearing those pants every day.
I think you can still buy them.
I've actually looked it up, and I can't buy them like those ones. Because, I've actually looked into getting new trip pants.
I think we need to, change the title and description since, not really talking about the comic now.
Yeah.
We could just end the stream, you know.
It's more fun to just change the title halfway through.
And then we end it.
Then we end it.
Oh, we're still
Let's-
kind of loosely on topic because we're talking about a chubby goth girl. Yeah.
Who needs to be wearing trip pants?
Oh, dude, she should have been wearing trip pants.
I mean, at least fishnets.
Yeah, if she was wearing fishnets rather than the dark, like, tights she's wearing, at least she'd get some sun.
And where is her corset and trench coat?
Yeah, what is up with the minimal goth look they're having for a lot of things where...
It's because they want to cash in on it, but they're pussies.
They don't want to go all out.
You will not get a genuine Death Rocker look. You want something closer to fucking 2002 scene than anything else.
Yeah, they call her a goth girl, but I'm kind of unimpressed.
She is honestly just more alternative than anything.
And
Yeah.
a lot of lack of piercings.
Okay, so...
I mean, she has the septum thing, but yeah.
The only facial piercing I have is a septum piercing, so I can't judge her too much.
That means you're not going all out either.
Yeah. No, I deny
I mean,
that.
friends, going all out does take effort.
No, I deny that because I make my own jabots, and I also have an extensive wig collection, a top hat collection, and I'm also Victorian goth, not more of like modern goth, because I wear, okay, there's different looks. I'm all about the lace and corsets, mostly lace, because some girls do fishnet, I do lace, and mine's about like frilly and girly and capelets and fancy coats and basically dressing like it's another time era and things, and also having... I have my own goth look is basically all I'm saying. Is that another thing I have against it is goth...
I am posting the chart.
Huh? Ah. Yeah, you see, I'm the Victorian goth. It is a thing. Well, and I sort of go between Victorian and perky goth.
Nobody's gonna stay exactly with one style.
No. Actually,
Or if they do, they're boring.
yeah, because I do like Victorian, perky, and probably romantic. Wouldn't you agree?
I don't know.
You know me in person. I also sometimes do gothabilly, but who doesn't?
Oh yeah, I mean, Gothambilly's just fun.
Some of those look like South Park characters, or at least older South Park characters.
They do.
Or at least the ones with the glasses remind me of that, what's his name, the smoking guy that has to like talk with the little robot voice.
Yeah, I remember I was at the state fair once, and one of my coworkers looked at me, and she's like, "Why are you dressed like a vampire?" And I'm like, "I just dress this way." And she's like, "Oh, I guess you do," because she only ever saw me in uniform.
Why do vampires dress like that? They know they can just wear regular clothes, right?
Oh no, I looked freaking fabulous. I had like, my pictures I have of me where I'm like Hell's Harlequin? A lot of people don't realize my hair is very uncooperative and it's poofy and doesn't want to do things. That's why I have a wig collection, is because I have a very curly hair texture. But anyways, that dark hair you see in the pictures that I used to use for my profile pic, like my early videos, that's a wig I own, and I was wearing that wig and rocking it and having like one of those big like spider hair pieces. I forgot what they're called, but they're like a hair clip but much bigger. And I was wearing a corset dress where the lace patterns was all in a spider web pattern, and then of course, me being so ridiculous, I was wearing gothic tears and fake vampire teeth and just walking around the fair like that. Because that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I love going to state fairs and festivals because whenever I go, I dress up, and people think I'm actually for part of like maybe the horror attraction, you know, like the haunted house things that they always have. Or I'm like, when I do more of my clown look, people think that I'm just like working there, but more as in a horror themed thing.
They just start taking pictures of you.
No, little kids run up to me and their parents will take a picture of their kids with me and they'll be like, thank you!
And start fucking charging them, you know, $1 for a picture.
Yeah.
You'll be rich
Start
by the end of the
charging
3
them, you'll be
days.
rich.
I even had like some dudes walk up, put their arm around me, take a picture, and they're like, yeah, thanks. And I'm like, yeah, is this like assault? I don't know what's going on.
Legal definition is it is assault. Also, I don't know about Alaska, but in Texas, you can't actually take pictures of people without their consent.
I don't think people would
Not
even-
if you're in public. You have no reasonable expectation of privacy in public.
Yeah, and I am at the state fair. Oh, you know what's fun?
Also, Texas is a one-party state for recording, so.
Oh, something fun is, you know those pictures I use just as my, you know, my original pictures when I used to just do still images? Yeah, those were actually not staged. Those were just me at the fair. So yes, I really was out in public and in large crowds dressed like that. That's what I do. I'm one of those people. I don't know if that's an extroverted thing or an introverted thing, but I'm more comfortable being in public if I'm in costume.
I'm sure that means something.
Like if it's just me, I'm
Then
like,
again, what isn't a costume?
yeah, I guess we're all in costumes. It's like if I'm gonna draw attention, I'd rather like intentionally draw attention, not accidentally draw attention.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Yeah, I don't like her goth look. She's just kind of...
She doesn't go far enough.
She doesn't go far enough, or she goes too far. I don't know.
It's just not far enough. Like I said before, I will give her the title of alternative. That's it.
Yeah, why is she showing off cleavage but no other sort of like body skin part?
That's the
Why
only
did you-
part she decided to put grease paint on.
Why did she paint her cleavage?
Why wouldn't she?
Also, what if Beast Boy is the father, but he transformed into Robin at the time?
Oh yeah.
I think we already went over that we don't think he can shapeshift into other people.
Also,
still
I think
he should
Beast
be
Boy-
able to.
I think Beast Boy is an anamorphosis person. If anyone remembers that.
I do remember that.
I remember of it, but I never read it.
I never read it, but I remember the freaky cover art.
Wait, what?
Really, I should go back and read it since it deals a lot with child soldiers and the psychology of that.
Yeah, it's really dark, actually. Loved it.
Ah.
Wait, there was a Beast Boy thing of this?
No. It was a book series that came out a long time ago that had nothing to do with
It also
oil.
definitely gave some people fetishes.
They could transform into animals, and they had rules, and they had hard rules for it. I'm just saying, Beast Boy is one of those.
Yeah. My theory is if Beast Boys is the father, like I said earlier today, he was transformed as an Arctic seal when he was doing it with her.
That's why she has that shape and that color.
Yes.
And we're sure it's not the penguin.
We don't know if it's the penguin or not. That is.
We
It
know
might
Penguin could
be.
be smitten with a woman.
You know, he was really charming in that episode of Batman. Maybe we should give him more credit. Maybe he did like take her to the opera and take her out to eat and like sing songs for her and things, because that's what he did with that one chick. So, and like sword fight in her honor. So you know, the penguin's got moves. He does. He's a very dapper man.
I want to see the Starfire Penguin dating comic now. I think that would be great.
Have the penguin woo her, kind of like Hephaestus wooed Aphrodite.
Well, he
Yeah.
didn't really woo her.
Didn't he like?
I was thinking more.
I thought he made a
Go on.
sculpture of her, and she fell in love with it. Or am I thinking like? I know there's variations of the myths.
The one I was always told was that the gods basically told Aphrodite, "Hey, marry him so he'll make shit for us."
Oh,
Or he trapped her in a net. That's what happened.
there's variations of it, but okay, I like the one where he makes her art and she falls in love with him. That's the variation I'm gonna go with, because that's sweet.
That is how it's normally done.
But no, I'm gonna go with he wooed her. That's the version I'm gonna go with.
Yes, and I would love to see that as a comic.
Yeah. Yeah, if they're gonna make this one, they need to make the prequel. They need to make,
The penguin.
the penguin seducing Starfire.
Mm-hmm.
He writes her
But
sonnets
it's not-
and things.
But it's not the worst premise. Imagine, like, your sister is a superhero and you're, like, a bank teller.
I could totally see that as the whole penguin thing as an actual Teen Titans episode. The penguin comes in, and Robin's all like, "Starfire, what are you doing?" And she's like, "He has been showing me more respect than you have."
And he's like,
A penguin shows up, just gets right up to their elevator. He enters their fucking living room. Everybody, they're getting ready to fight him. Then Starfire just walks out into the room, dressed for a date.
and he's like, "To the opera, milady."
To the opera, my lady.
Yes.
Nah,
Yes.
to the
it
opera.
needs to happen. That's why she doesn't have his last name, is because they want to keep it secret.
Mm-hmm. If it is, that would be so funny if the comic actually.
Man, imagine how Robin would feel getting cut by the penguin.
It's bad enough he has a girl's name.
Right? I thought that name can be unisex.
It can't be unisex.
Yeah, all names could be, but they're not.
Knowing a girl named Jeffrey.
One,
No,
But
even
she's
better,
sick
Jebediah.
Jedediah.
Yes. That's my sister, Jedediah.
Mm-hmm. No, that's my sister, Frank.
Frankie.
Frankie can be a girl's name, not Frank.
What's your
Or
My
name?
sister, Earl.
I don't know. People call me Reg, which would be a boy's name.
Reg or Red?
Oh, yeah, I forgot, yeah. Reggie.
Yeah. Yeah, every internet person, my name's Reggie. No, really it is.
Whatever, Reginald.
But yeah, people call me Reg all the time, so it wouldn't be that weird for me to think of a girl named Frankie where people just call her Frank.
Holy
Well,
crap!
even then-
That's Everybody Loves Raymond. That's the only Frank I ever think about whenever I think of Frank.
I'm so glad you are the person that has watched that show.
The person.
The person.
Yes.
That was one of the shows I grew up with. My parents watched it. I watched it with them.
They weren't watching. You were the only one. It was just on. You're the sole person that has ever seen that show.
Okay, I wanted to watch it because it had that dude from, I only watched I think 2 or 3 episodes, but it had that dude from
Ratatouille. Gusto.
No,
as his brother.
No, the guy from Young Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, that's Frank.
Yeah, and I loved Young Frankenstein, but then after a while, I'm like, okay, I saw the guy from Young Frankenstein and something else. I'm good now.
Yes. Did you know Robert is Gusteau in Ratatouille?
No.
Yes, that is a thing. It shocked me when I found out.
Okay, how come when I even bring up articles to read and stuff, our streams always turn into a shit show?
I don't know.
Why?
Sorry? I thought we were going to talk about my new album.
Oh, were we?
Well, can I buy it on tape?
Yes, actually. We're having a limited release piece on A-Track.
Can I get it on Laserdisc?
No, there's been some production issues.
Can I buy it with girly giggles?
It turns out they were made by slaves.
Oh, okay.
Can I buy it with girly giggles?
Well, yeah, you've listened to our music.
Do you accept Reddit karma as a form of payment?
No one does anywhere ever, and it never will be.
So I think we should end the stream because I don't think we have any more to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
The stream has already been a big enough shit show. Like, why can't I just do a normal stream like everyone else can?
Well, what are you talking about? All the streams I pay attention to end like this.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
At least we don't... Oh, have you guys ever seen a stream with Kraut and Tea on it?
No.
Not with him and anyone else.
Okay, so, like, when in the early days, I don't know if the streams are still up, but every time he was on a stream, he had to tell the story of a girl who used to lick his armpit. That was her thing.
I missed that one. I heard about him getting his nipples twisted.
Yeah, and I also heard about his dick splitting.
Oh!
It's like,
But
see,
his favorite story was the girl who licked his armpit.
I watch Undoomed, his streams, and he doesn't open with it, but whenever he gets the second he's demonetized, he goes to the story about how a guy put his balls to a belt sander.
Okay, we need to get him on a stream. I'm probably not a big enough YouTuber for that, but...
I mean, you know Magog, so if you talk to Magog, you might be able to get to Undoomed through him. Because they stream together a lot.
No, I want to get Kraut and Tea on my...
Kraut Tea.
Yeah.
you might be able to get him. He's not... He's around.
Yeah, I mean, just ask him, you know.
It's like,
Hey, you wanna join out with a Z-list YouTuber?
Tell him it's about race and IQ.
No, I just want
he'll
to tell
show
him
up.
I want him to go on my stream so he can talk again about the girl who licked his armpit in detail. That's what I want him on my stream for.
I could feel
Gruesome
I could feel
detail.
her taste buds individually on my skin, wrapping in between the hair follicles of my armpit.
I didn't know we were back on the Penguin Starfire comic.
Oh boy. There will be plenty of licking armpits in I'm Not Starfire
I can see
comic.
it now.
No, that's
They're
the
like,
reason she doesn't want to be Starfire. Is because she walked in on her parents, you know, doing stuff, and she was licking whoever guy's armpit, like, right there, and she's like, I'm gonna break the cycle. I am out of here.
Oh, that's also why she's gay.
Yep, that's also why she's gay.
She doesn't want to pass those
I know,
genetics.
licking men's armpits are absolutely
Oh, you know
disgusting.
what?
Women's armpits is where it's at.
That's why feminists grow their armpits out.
To be licked. Oh, it makes perfect sense now.
everything makes sense now.
That's why they're so salty, too.
Oh my goodness, have you guys ever seen the images of armpits?
I need to find those hentai drawings of girls with pussies in their armpits.
Well, they have hentai drawings of pussies everywhere on a girl, like even each hair follicle. That's just a thing.
What are we talking about now?
I don't know. This is always what happens to my streams.
They grow pussies?
Yes, my streams grow pussies.
I think we just concluded that all of feminism is about them not getting their armpits licked.
Yes. You're like, I grew out the hair just so you could thoroughly lick it, and you're not licking my armpit. It's the patriarchy.
Yep, it's the patriarchy.
Oh, man. That's just so disgusting. I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever heard, but it's still pretty bad.
Honestly, compared to the shit I've seen, that's nothing. Knew a guy who was into licking girls' eyeballs.
I used to know someone like that.
What has happened to my stream? What has happened?
I wonder what that would even taste like.
It's salty.
Just like feminism, it makes perfect sense! Another mystery solved, yay!
Oh my goodness. So now the internet knows my name, I still want to be called Tog.
I think you've done a name reveal before and nobody really cared.
I don't think I
Whatever
have.
you say, Reginald.
Called me by my real name.
I do.
My life is pretty much over because of it, thank you.
No, I've done name reveal on my Discord. I don't believe I've done it on my channel. But I've linked to my DeviantArt, which has my name, so whatever. Well, it has my first name. It has everything you guys know. My name's Reggie.
Reginald.
Reginald. Okay, I'll go with that. Everybody be like, I know this chick named Reginald. She's pretty cool.
She dressed as a vampire for a state fair.
Yeah.
No, she just dresses as
Walker
a
teeth and a
vampire.
candy apple.
Yeah. And little kids run up to her and get their picture taken with her.
Oh, did you
Okay.
see the redraw of Not Starfire?
The redraw of Not Starfire.
Yes.
Wait, as in like an official redraw, or was it a fan thing?
No. It was on another stream. It was that Star Wars girl did a redraw. She does redraws of SJW characters sometimes.
Making them look better?
Yes, they look like, you know.
I'm just gonna look in
Humans.
images, see if I can find that then. I don't see anything.
I think it would be on YouTube if it was recently.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
really feel like looking.
Okay.
I'll probably look
Well,
it up later.
all she did was she just changed her clothes, gave her more of a corset, put on some fishnets, and
Made
gave
her
her
actual goth then.
heels. Yeah, closer. What if she's just moody because she's not getting enough sunlight like a plant?
I
Yeah.
know that can lead to emotional instability and stuff.
Yeah. And
That's why I got a grow light.
Yeah. Do you think, okay, to make up for her being so gothic during the day, do you think just so she can survive, like she takes off that white makeup and like sleeps in a tanning bed?
Oh yeah, like Superman's Kryptonian charging pod.
Yeah. Yeah, she just has to, in order to survive, she has to stay in a charging pod. Or do you think
That
she just
also
sleeps...
looks like a coffin.
Do you think she sleeps in space? Because remember, it's about the solar radiation, and Starfire can actually live in the vacuum of space. Because the radiation, like, keeps her...
Very possibly.
Feminism would go to the vacuum of space.
So yes, she flies up and sleeps in space at night, so that she can get her
Well,
radiation.
it would be logical. Space is the least likely place to get your armpit licked.
Yeah. Yes. Yep, she wants as far away from that as possible.
Oh, dude, imagine if I became a really popular YouTuber and people just, like, looked at my old shit shows of streams.
They're like, what the fuck did she do in the
No, even popular, your streams are gonna be shit shows.
Imagine that's what you become known for, a shit show of a stream.
licking armpits and stuff.
I mean, there are worse things.
The only thing I'm popular for is my asexual video. I don't know why that thing has like 4,000 views, which I know doesn't sound like much, but for me that's a lot. I did that video like really quickly. I'm like, yeah, that's not what asexual is. But then it got popular. I'm like, why?
Yeah, speaking of videos, when are you doing your fucking Sargon response?
Okay, it's been like a year since I said I was gonna do that, so I was thinking maybe people wouldn't gonna, like...
Better late than never.
Yeah, it could be like...
Well,
It could be a 1 year
We are
anniversary.
waiting, Reg.
there's like not even a Sargon anymore. He's killing his channel.
Well, he's gotten really
I should pay
conservative.
attention to him. What's he doing?
He made a new podcast called The Lotus Eaters, which is a bad name, and everyone knows it, including him now.
I mean, I get the reference, so...
The Lotus Eaters.
The Lotus Eaters.
Is it because lotuses are toxic?
No, it's
I went to the
Odysseus.
Greek people. They
Is it
ate lotuses, got high, and
vegetarian?
You can't eat
slowed down
lotuses, they're
the
toxic.
Odyssey by like a
But they're
year.
plants.
What's that?
It's where Odysseus landed, and his crew was going to live there, and it was a paradise, and all they ate were lotuses.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's a little obscure even for me.
Yeah.
Talk about the
It
cloth
sounds
that
like
he used
some
to
hippie.
fly across the water.
It sounds like a pseudo-Asian death cult.
You know what it does,
Dove
yeah.
cult.
Yeah, death cult.
I said dove. Sound like I said dove cult. A cult of doves. They love birds.
Well, I mean, I can work with a dove cult. You see, the dove is a higher order animal. That is why Noah first sent out the dove to retrieve the dry land. It is a symbol of knowledge.
Ah, there's a branch of Christianity that is based on that dove called the dove cult.
Yes.
Yes. Founded in early Sudan.
Early 2100s.
Welcome to the early 21st century as we live in the lamest cyberpunk dystopia.
Hey, it's a dystopia where we all get fat and wear our PJs.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
It's the worst cyberpunk, or the cyberpunk era because there is no cyberpunk, so that's why it's considered the worst.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I want the cyberpunk fashion if we're going to live in the dystopia. I don't
I
want
mean,
the
pretty
great
much already are. You guys have seen the Amazon Halo, right?
What, is the Amazon now angelic or something?
It's basically a one of those health smartwatches, but it listens in to your conversations, detects your emotions, and then uses algorithms and shit for something. Listens to your conversations, listens to others, and it logs your speech and emotions
So,
through your
Homeland security.
timber.
Well, those they actually have, like,
At least they
not-
use algorithms.
No, for Homeland Security, they just have, like, non-qualified people that spy on you, like Big Brother. They actually have real humans spying on you for that.
I would love
I mean, the thing is, the government is inept.
Brother, because I'm the
So, less on my worry list.
What's that?
Well, the thing is, the government is pretty inept, so less on my worry list.
Yeah. You don't want to hear my rants about these things. I'm actually pretty...
I mean, it's still, a complete breach of the Constitution, and fuck them.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. It's too depressing. Let's get back on ragging on cringy shit.
Right?
Yeah, cringy shit, not the actual horrifying shit everybody's going to have in 4 years.
Oh, not even 4 years, and it's worse than you think.
You're going to depress people who just wanted to hear us knock on cringe. You know that? And talk
Okay.
about armpit licking.
I quote from the magazine: "He smells like fish, Starfire, but I like fish."
Oh, that's why she's a lesbian as well.
Yep, she saw too many licking armpits and fish
No.
smelling.
It's because,
Her
since she's
father
a
smells like
penguin's daughter,
fish.
She likes the smell of fish. That's
Yeah.
why she's a lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what is wrong with us?
Also, a French lesbian? God, can you be more of a stereotype?
Well, no, she's not French lesbian. She plans on going to France.
She's Tamaranian lesbian, not French.
And we didn't recognize Starfire's name. What's wrong with us?
But at least we admitted our
We are
mistake, and we
casuals.
are better for it now.
Because I read indie
I
books?
can't remember the last name. Was like Hammurabi or something.
It was a slice.
Hammurabi. Oh, was it Cumarin?
Yeah, Cumarin. That's
And, turmeric!
What are we talking about? I forgot what Starfire's last name was. That's what I was saying.
Dog, it's pronounced turmeric.
okay. So
I
there's a lot
don't
of
give
words.
a fuck.
There's a lot of words I read but never actually hear pronounced.
I've spent a lot of time with people from India.
Ah, yeah. I've only ever read
Well,
the
we're
word.
American, so fuck y'all.
Yeah, I've only ever read the word, so you can't be mad at me for that.
Wait, it's pronounced
It's-
turmeric, and you've told me
Yeah.
it's turmeric.
It's spelled turmeric.
Oh, well then it's
Well, I
turmeric.
mean-
If it's spelled like that, you gotta spell it like you want it pronounced. Seriously,
You
people.
do. It's in Hindi.
I don't care if it's in Hindi. If we're speaking in English, it's turmeric. If there's an R.
Nope, sorry. That's, Anyway, since when does English give a fuck about how a word is spelled and pronounced? Those are separate things.
No, English does care. The rules are weird, but it does care.
No, it
There
Now,
are
does.
no
It would
French.
not have words
French
like
does not give a
colonel,
fuck.
sounding like colonel.
Why doesn't Tomb and Tom rhyme?
Tom. I don't know, because English is a shit language. And I hate speaking
There
it.
are no rules.
Hey, you can't
There
be
are
mad at
rules, you just
someone
fail
if
to
they've
learn
never
them.
heard a word actually said other than, Actually, I've heard people say the word and they all say it turmeric. Like, I think nobody actually heard it said before.
We should follow in Megamind's footsteps. We see the word, we say it like it looks like it's spelled.
You know, that actually really makes sense for Megamind. Because he was raised in a prison, so most of his vocabulary would have probably been from books.
Or his vocabulary has skyrocketed in quality because he hasn't been around others that were soiling it and dragging it through the mud every day.
Well, I also don't
Wait.
talk to many real people. I mostly read, so that's another reason why I mispronounce things so terribly.
Yeah, same here. And then I just stopped really caring.
Yeah.
I'll pronounce one thing one way one day, and the same thing another way the other day. There's a tongue twister for you.
Why is read and read spelled the same but pronounced different, and how do you know which to use?
You don't, go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
And what about close and
learning
close?
English spelling is like Chinese. They're just characters. They have no relation with pronunciation.
Okay, I keep on thinking we should end the stream now. I've been thinking that for like
Okay,
an
no, okay,
hour.
need bacon. We went over that earlier. Yes, Blackfire is already a Goth Tamaranian. We've already had this.
Why aren't we calling her Blarkfire? Because, maybe in some other language, the lack of an R actually makes an R pronunciation. Why don't we call it
Go
that?
to your room! Go to your room! You.
How do we know we're not, using someone else's language inappropriately, Call
Well,
her
how come we
Blarkfire.
need to learn? We need to learn it in the original tambourine.
Did you just say learn it in the original tambourine? That's what it's.
Yes, I assume that's what her tambourine language is, just tambourine sounds.
Man, that's fucking racist.
I'm sorry, I can't be racist. That's power plus privilege. And I didn't pay my electric bill.
Oh, okay. That's.
So yeah, I have no power right now. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna
That
say
is
you were
correct.
black or something.
Oh, look, if you want my genealogy, that's part of the extra special album, and you'll need to buy the premium version.
Ah.
Oh,
So should we just end the stream then?
Hey, if skin color is the only thing that matters, is jaundice a race?
yes.
Yes. Yes, it's the only race that matters, thank you, because it's so short-lived. And you know, things being short-lived adds value to it, doesn't it?
Oh my.
Yellow lives matter.
Yellow. Hey!
Okay, so what about that one guy who drank a ton of colorful silver and turned blue?
Well, I mean, Smurf lives don't matter. Gargamel was in the right.
Navi lives matter.
I was gonna say, what was it? What is that race from Star Wars?
Which
The
one?
sand
The
people?
blue ones with the...
Oh, the one that Max Rebo was?
Yeah.
I don't know what he's called, I just know him.
Isn't it like a Twi'leks or something?
Oh no!
The one with the two head
those are
things.
Yeah.
You're talking about Ayla
Yeah,
Secura, not Max Rebo.
totally. Whatever.
Sorry.
There are several blue aliens in Star Wars.
Yeah. I only really watched the original series.
Yeah,
And
why on earth would you know about any blue Twi'leks? Because the only blue alien you would have seen would have been that Max Rebo and the Max
No,
Rebo
because
band.
there's the sexy dancing slave girls.
She was green. Or she was teal.
I guess she was, but there was also blue ones running around.
I think it depends on the version of Star Wars.
Here are Twi'leks, and they could be blue, white, orange. Yeah, here are skin color listings.
Popular one, Max Rebo.
They're sexier when they're blue.
So let's see when they're blue or green. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's end this dumpster fire of a stream. Let's just end it.
Just done ceremoniously. Cut it.
Yeah. Anyone want to say bye? Or closing thoughts?
No,
Closing
just ended.
I hope I stop pooping like a deer.
Goodbye! Buy my album! That is totally not a fiction I made up for a joke.
I am waiting for the album now.
Okay, buy my comics.
I don't have anything to sell since